keep on fighting. Nothing comes easy on a bed of roses. Liberty is rough, still we got to keep on surviving. System is down, we got to keep on fighting. Nothing comes easy on a bed of roses. Liberty is rough, still we got to keep on surviving. Keep on fighting.
Turn that down because that might be copyrighted. I don't know. Alright. Let's get that going. How are we looking? Go up. Something like that. There we go. Okay, we're about to jump in the voice. Let's go. Okay, let's start this. Let's see, let's try this. Hello, everybody, if you are here.
Hello,
Hey,
Billy.
Scott.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Billy.
Hello. Oh wait.
Billy,
Ah,
Billy, Billy.
hang on. What's wrong with my microphone? Stupid Discord is not letting me.
I don't know that I hear anybody.
That's this problem with this.
Hello, Billy.
I can hear you, Scott, but you can't hear me. Let's see. Input device. Hello. Let's check. Oh fuck. It's not working. Okay, I've got to. Let's see. How do I do that? I restart the headphones. Hello. Fuck, I gotta leave. Stupid thing. Okay, quit Discord. Restart the headphones. Let's get this seat up a bit. That's better. Alright. Back to Discord. Let's try that again. Hello, Nina. Hey, CK Bubbles. Good morning. Where's my chat on here? I want to see chat. I want to watch my chat on my tablet. Oh, whatever. I can see it over there. It's not working. Trying to get this thing to work for me, Discord. always have problems with this headset I've got. Check, 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 check. There we go. That works. Jump back in to the voice. Hey, hey.
Come on, Billy, get.
Hey. There we go.
Go on, get.
You're here.
I'm here. I've got problems with this headset. It seems like I have to restart Discord sometimes when I'm using this headset. But anyway.
I think people are confused because you're at True Band Room.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't be there. Okay. I think Stoney's finished up anyway, so... Yabba dabba doo! Let's get... I'm kind of a bit behind with things right now.
Salted.
I've just set up a
I
new...
didn't even order my dinner yet.
Alright.
So I'm gonna...
I've just got a new computer set
dinner.
up here, so... I'm using a different computer. I'm on my gaming desktop.
How was it this weekend? I feel like even though I was only away like 4 days. I'm like, what happened?
We got, I think, while you're away, we got the inventory update. So your items show on pages now, so it loads faster.
Yeah, that happened I think right as we were commuting. So I
Right,
knew about
sure.
that before I left. And then I knew the emotes happened. I heard about that. I was able to get like
You
one
got
or two.
You got the free.
The first.
Yeah.
I did, yeah. I grabbed that. That was like a real quick. You just happened to message right as I was like packing and had my
Welcome
laptop
to the audience.
open.
Kevin on Earth. Just gonna say
Yeah,
hi.
you can
in the
invite him
audience.
as he's a guest today, so we can invite him up to talk. We're testing a
Hey.
different thing today instead of the normal
Alright.
video chat, so you have to individually invite people. It's kind of
Sweet.
cool that we can do it in real time instead of saying, "Hey, you have to disconnect and come back."
Mm-hmm.
I invited Kevin, but it looks like Kevin
Just
left.
dropped out.
No, he's here. Oh, he's in world. He's not in the Discord.
Okay,
Gotcha.
jumping over to Beaverse.
I was gonna say, are you still at True?
Yeah, I'm heading over now. Let's check my stream chat. Oh,
Oh yeah. Order dinner. Happy Monday, Nina. Hey Jim. Hey Fancy. Hey Seiko. Psycho. I don't know why I say it different every time. Sherry. Manna. Anna Daiquiri.
what's going on?
That is me, YouTube. That's it. That's somebody new. I'm gonna come say hi to this person.
Yeah, hey Fancy. Cool, thanks for starting the raffle, Fancy. Psycho.
Are y'all in
Jimmy.
DG?
Yes.
Yes.
My avatar is stuck in a pose, which is pretty funny.
LOL.
Frozen. Frozen in time. Next to
A man out of
Kevin.
sight, a man out of time.
That's pretty funny.
It's always like so interesting after you hang out with DCL people IRL and like you come back to this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, man, I wish I was still around people.
Same. It was weird, like seeing, we set up a way to communicate. So just seeing still on that communications channel, people posting stuff like, I miss you, and this is what I'm doing now. That's really funny, Billy. You're just like frozen.
Yeah,
That is hilarious.
my screen's not frozen, just me, just my avatar.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Is Fermion frozen too?
No, I see her swaying.
Okay.
I mean, she's not stuck in a pose, but
She's AFK, maybe.
yeah, just the AFK like female sway.
Everyone's doing the yoga moves on the yoga mats
Kind of
here.
don't want to move because then I'll
You know, since I was IRL at the DCL Midwest meetup, I didn't have my computer. I wasn't able to see, I saw videos of, oh, look at the big lollipop. Who is that? That's UMac with a big lollipop head. Oh my gosh.
No, I
Um,
want.
I wasn't able to see everybody's, doing the different emotes, and now I got like serious FOMO. I'm like, I got the Talia emote. I can do
I got
the
the
rainbow dance.
I got the
Yeah, I want to
spotlight.
shout out SR, JH, and PB for both reaching out to me because I was asking if anybody had extras of the Nina one since I missed it.
Mm-hmm.
And they both offered, but I ended up taking the one from Josh since Josh hit me up first. So
Oh,
thank you, Josh.
yeah, thank you, Josh. That was very nice of you. Hey, welcome, Clammy. Welcome, Kid Super. Welcome, Biometa. I'm just saying hi to people in world.
Well, I also want to shout out Brandon Manis for the puddle emote too. He gave me that one, so thank you, Brandon. So many thankful friends.
Definitely, definitely. Hello, Jim Cedric. Hello, Super Nina. Hello, Hadis is me, or
Thanks,
Hades is me.
Thanks, Kid
I think
Super.
he's good.
Who's Kid Super? Super guy.
He's right here, right next to me.
I bet
He was
that's
But is
talking
it
to
gold.
me
the
earlier.
Bet
Kid
that's
Super?
gold guy. He just buys names all the time.
But there's Super Guy here too. So
Every time I see gold guy's got a new name.
I mean, if you got a
Super
little
guy.
extra mana sitting around, that's a good way to build up VP, bit
Yeah,
by bit.
for sure.
Oh, my screen froze. Crap.
Okay. So, I'm going to claim my neat, if anyone is watching. The neat
Oh
is
my
right
gosh.
here. It's not showing an image, but it's got the triangle. So I'm going to click on that. Enter the code.
It's the mystery neat.
Yeah, it's just a blank white image. Nah, it'll probably be the proper image once I get it in OpenSea.
Ugh, I gotta refresh.
So I just realized when you wear the Super Nina Mana Daiquiri dress and you do the puddle,
Mm-hmm.
you basically turn into a puddle of cleavage.
Right.
Oh, okay. Cleavage puddle.
I saw that.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. Okay.
It looks like a little
Just
butt.
a butt.
Definitely get a screenshot of that.
I mean, sure. I'm on a different computer, so my emotes aren't loaded.
Oh yeah, I preset them before this, so I could
Yeah,
use the
it
new.
seems to be specific to the computer you're on, so I've got to put them back on again on this computer.
Yeah, I noticed too when I like clear cookies and stuff, it always resets my emotes.
Yeah, must be that. I've got a few set on here already. Got Spotlight. Oh, hang on. No, this is all good. It seems to have
I got the
saved
new
it.
Sultry Dubs one too.
Mm.
I like the first
Yeah.
of the series because like you hold your nails up kind of to your face like I usually recommend models do on shoots.
Yeah.
So I look forward to taking a lot of photos with that.
Okay. Where's the sitting one? Come on, scroll
Yeah,
down.
I haven't programmed that one yet. I was like, where do I put it? I love all the other ones.
Yeah. Have to get rid of something like Head Explode or something.
Yeah, that's the first thing that I get rid of is Head Explode.
Just some of the default ones. I do like Head Explode, but not something I use all the time. Just for a bit of fun occasionally. But yeah. Let's go. Yeah. So
We're at
we?
minus
Oh,
30,
fast.
comma, minus 108. It's for anybody who's watching.
Yeah, that's it.
Come on down.
I also had to get this one because it only made sense.
Oh, I don't.
The lasso one?
Yeah, I can't see it because I'm loading, and if Billy's not looking at you, okay.
You know, it makes me want to put your boots on, little cowboy.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. I like that. Very nice.
I wonder how
Very
much that.
Western.
Yes. I was like, I'm from Texas. I'm from the South.
Is Texas the South though? Is it though?
Do we need a poll so people can just crush my dreams a little bit more?
I mean, it could also validate your position that you are from
Yep.
the South.
Yeah.
Can we do a poll, Billy?
A what? Sorry. A poll.
Oh, a poll on Twitch or whatever. Is
Good
Texas
question.
is Texas part of the South? Yes or no?
Where's the polls at? I don't know if we can do live polls in here. If anyone wants to jump in the Discord and try out the stages, it's a bit like Twitter Spaces, but it's run by Discord. So it's voice only. Someone's asking where is Neat, which is Steve.
Yeah, I've reloaded a couple of times with both my odd job
So-
and I can't find it.
It's in the same spot as it was last time. It's over here. I can't see it now because I've claimed it. It's pretty much where I'm standing right now. It should be here.
Yeah, I'm looking for it and I don't see it.
Hey man, hey Alpha, how's it going? Mana D, hey. Puddle is mad cute. CC, hey. So many emotes. Mana
Okay.
Daiquiri says, can you bubble? CK Bubbles, can you dive once again? Haha.
Oh, yeah. Give me just a second. Let's do this.
I think Mana D wants to see your butt.
My little boob butt.
Yes. Oh, I like the little cactus head. Oh, there's so many innovative and fresh
Robin,
new
hey.
wearables today.
Yeah.
No, it's overload.
And
What
I
a
just wear the
difference a
same-
week makes.
I just wear the same old thing. That's me.
Mac, what is the head you're wearing? I tried to look it up and I couldn't find it.
The lollipop.
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin's right. Since the new emotes, DCL's looking like something new. It does feel like a
Absolutely.
different vibe.
It's
Yeah.
like a carnival. It has a very much of a hey, Virtual Dan.
That's
It has a
Dan,
very
what's
much
up?
carnival feel.
Just getting a few more snaps around.
Is that one of the emotes, Billy? The walking backwards
Yeah, I think that's like
moonwalk?
possibly. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but
Well-
someone was just doing the yoga pose a minute ago.
If you look at like Psycho, I don't know, they're doing this weird, like old computer video game or PC usually like when you walk and they're like strafing side to side,
Mm-hmm.
but they're still walking forward, but they're moving sideways.
Yeah, I don't know which one that is. I was wondering that too.
Well, I'm wondering if it's an emote or if it's just like what we do now in DCL when we go sideways.
No,
Maybe.
it looked like an emote.
Okay. Because Kevin on Earth was doing it, and Billy was just doing it, and Psycho
Oh.
did it, just a moment ago.
Well,
We're all like little kids here. It's like we learned something new and we're just spamming it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We get Kevin up in the stage here?
I don't know. He jumped in before, but he's disappeared. Where are you, Kevin? Because we need you to come talk to us soon. Before we head off, I know Golguy wanted to just show this little thing over here. I don't know if you're able to, if you're hearing me, Golguy or Alpha, one of the Beavers people. If you want to tell us about what this thing is over here, it looks like it's a Pepsi-sponsored initiative, and it's something to do with recycling. There's like these little bin things here, recycling bins. So yeah, if you are there, one of you guys from Beaverse, yeah, jump in, tell us what it's about. Anyway, I just sort of show that off.
Come chat so you can show us your new bin.
Show us the bin.
Okay, Gold Guy's here. At least in the world. Or,
Right.
sorry, Super Guy.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sorry,
if
Super Guy.
I don't know if
That's a good
this
It's
name,
like
though.
thing's working.
Blue Shirt Guy.
He's like, instead of explaining this, I will dance for you.
I'll do an interpretive dance on the bin. Be right back.
Recycling helps the earth.
Cool. I'm pretty sure people should be able to join this voice chat.
I see CC in the Twitch stream. Hey, CC. Any other Spatians that are here?
Let me see.
Welcome.
Bin dance. Do the bin dance.
Dance. 24 of us here.
Yeah. Psycho thinks there's a
Solid.
glitch. There's no Might Cyborg. Because I didn't have any thing like that. If you saw me doing it, it must be a glitch or visual sort of thing. It's a lovely
Hello.
bin. Very pretty. Hey.
You're
yeah,
here. Hello.
Tell us, Gold Guy, about the bin.
How can I use my speaker?
I can hear
We
you.
can hear you.
Oh, I still haven't ordered dinner. What's wrong with me?
Just while we're waiting a moment, we may as well just do the quick intro. So, yeah, welcome everyone to ABC DCL Adventures. Odd Job, Billy T Coin and CK Bubbles will take you around new and favourite places in Decentraland. How's it going, Odd Job? Are you there, Odd Job?
Welcome. Is AFK right now? He said
Is that
BRB
okay?
a second
So,
ago.
that's right,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, and so that's the A of ABC's is Odd Job. And
Hey,
I'm
guys.
Billy T Coin. Hey man, just 1 second, just finishing our introductions. And CK Bubbles, how are you today?
I'm good. I love adventuring with y'all each week, and I look forward to what we get to explore today.
Awesome. And we've got a special guest joining us later, but right now we've got Gold Guy. He's going to tell us about this bin. What's it all about, man?
Yeah, so back in, what was it, 7-8 years ago, a friend of mine, business partner, we had an idea of creating a eco-friendly initiative, and the bin itself here won a Pepsi grant fund to then be able to be distributed to universities and to promote environmental initiatives on recycling. And on top of the bin, it has a solar panel with LEDs lighting up illuminating the ads, so you can see the ads during the day and also night.
Right.
To pay for the removal of the recycle.
I see.
So yeah, it was a pretty big project a few years back, and we got a lot of publicity through Pepsi, and it was really interesting.
Nice.
But it took us about between me, the CAD designer, and a couple other people, it took us about 6 months to design and figure out how to deploy and all that for it to don't, it went through a lot of A and B testing.
So would you say, Gold Guy,
A-
that it's a and B? Yeah. No C testing?
Yeah, A and B, whatever.
I was singing,
Yeah.
I was singing this.
We threw it like bats, and we beat the crap out of it.
But it's carbon neutral then because of the solar panel? It doesn't
Yeah, I mean,
consume.
the objective was to because this is when back in the day when lead league credits were available,
Hmm?
and there was a lot of government funds available for these type of initiatives. And
Yeah, that
you know, we
was like
thought,
Obama administration. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, back in 08, 09, yeah,
Yep. Yep.
yeah, exactly. So I thought it'd be cool to honor him. He was a professor, and he also ran a lot of. He was the head executive director of cancer research. So he did a lot of conferences, and he was really solid guy. And it was kind of our project, and I wanted to honor him. You know, rest in peace. He died
I
of
was just gonna ask. You're saying
yeah,
was, so
yeah,
he's passed. He's passed away. He's
yep. So
okay.
this is a good way to honor and make him smile. You know,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Yeah.
let know this initiative has moved on to the metaverse. So it was a really fun project. So
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
great story.
yeah. Thank you for sharing that with us.
I
Do
think
you
we
have? Go ahead, go guy.
no we had like around 500 bins out. With we partnered up with some of the transit authorities, major cities, and universities around Michigan, Ohio. So
Permian's throwing some fiat at it.
He's,
Do you have plans to deploy these over the landscape in Decentraland?
yeah, as soon as we're building out the dashboard on the back end, so you could
Okay.
just log in the dashboard, place your ads in the receptacle, and then and change it in that capacity. Versus using, obviously you got to deploy it via SDK, but that's kind of our aim.
Okay, so it's an advertising vehicle too. So
Mm-hmm.
passive income generator and continuing the message of, recycling and being earth friendly.
Yeah, just be more environmental conscious, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, how cool would that be if we did this during the Ethereum 2 conversion?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, to keep people insightful about being environmental conscious in their own IRL communities, as well as Decentraland and crypto.
Virtual Dan just breakdancing right now.
So yeah, that's the story behind it.
Nice.
Very nice.
I'll let you guys continue. I just wanted
Yeah.
to pop in here.
Yeah,
So,
well, good. Thanks
No
for that,
worries.
Gold Guy.
We were calling you, so come join us anytime.
hey, no worries. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, catch it, man.
Hello to Anna Gamer, who's now on Parcel. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome, Gaia Crypto. Go ahead, Billy.
Yeah, so we did do a little introduction before, but when I said hello, Odd Job, you were AFK for a moment. So if you wanted to say anything, say it now, Odd Job.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, damn, maybe I've been on mute this whole time and nobody's heard a thing I said.
No, it was before.
No,
You just,
yeah, no, I gotcha. So yeah, my name is Oddjob. I'm happy to be here. Excited off of our IRL, DCL IRL. We did the Midwest DCL meetup in Chicago with 13, and Bubbles was there, and Mariana was there. Her husband was there. I was there, and Wisher was there. The entire Wisher team, and we had lots of people join us. Over we had Twitter Spaces going. We had a Twitch stream going. We had lots of things going, so it was nice to have everybody join us. So I'm just like super pumped after that conference planning session. So hello.
you Mac just pulling off some funny dances. So it looks so funny with that lollipop head.
I found it and I bought it.
Nice.
It's only one mana. Come on.
That's pretty good.
It's an
So
uncommon. There's
do
a lot
they
of them.
do they have a Vanna White emote? Because I was thinking like if Gold Guy came over, he could like do a Vanna White at his little garbage can here, or his recycling
Oh,
bin.
yeah. Showing it off.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but there's the sultry one that's like it's like poses. You
Mm-hmm.
could stand and pose next to it.
Oh, you're doing it right now? Yeah, very nice.
Bruce
Work it.
on.
Kid Super. That's alpha, right? I can tell.
Rooston says, "Look at his junk while he does this emote." I can't. Is it the hips one?
All right.
I don't see Rustan.
So,
Just throwing money at him.
just quickly check the stream chat.
That's Jim.
Biometa, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. Thank you for that. CC. Hey. Yeah, I knew it, Alpha. Knew it was you.
Which emote is this, Rooston?
Eggplant.
I just
Okay.
invited Kevin on Earth up to speak.
Awesome, thanks for that. Is he in the
Yep.
in the thing?
He's up here. Hey, Kevin.
Awesome.
Oh.
So,
Got my sound here. Can you hear me now?
yeah.
Yes.
Hey, what is good? Good to hear from y'all.
So, Kevin, when I was at the Cubs game on what day was that? Bubbles, was that Friday? I think that was Friday.
Yes, that we went to the game.
On Friday, guess what seat number I had at the game?
Oh 99.
No. Oh, I wish.
Oh,
That would have been better. I had seat 9. I was in row 6, seat 9. So it
Hey.
had extra significance.
Hey, I like that. I like that.
Now
double
that's what I'm
up,
talking about.
infinite loop.
That was
there. Goodness.
amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
I'm buying
Oh, it's
you
great to meet
pizza.
you.
Resubscription Formosa. Thanks for that. So, we do everything a little bit differently. There's a spot I chose today, which Mariana suggested last week. It's actually just like a few parcels away. So before we head over
Nice.
to Kevin on Earth's DCL report, everyone come follow me. We're just going to walk over up the road here.
We were just talking about this, Billy, Boca and I, and we were talking about, some of the strengths of one metaverse over another. And I was like, in Decentraland, it's just nice to look out the window and see other spaces. So you just can see them next to you.
Yeah.
You can hop from portal to portal, and you've got free real estate, and that's awesome. And they've got that voice chat that I think works really well. But I think one of the strengths of DCL is that
The open world sort of thing.
yeah, it's that sandbox, literally, just open world, as you say, where we can see the other places and we can walk to it. And Boca's like, well, how often do people walk? And I'm like, you're talking to were you there, CK, for that
I love
discussion?
walking to things.
Yeah.
I walk around Decentraland all the time.
Tell me more about that, Kevin. Why do you walk around Decentraland if you can teleport?
Oh, I mean, number one, it's just fun to go for walks because you can discover things, you can find people. It's almost like kind of cathartic. You know how sometimes like when you're talking on the phone, you can like walk around?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that in the metaverse too. Like you might be like just listening to music, but instead of just listening to music, you could just be like walking, exploring in a direction. Like right now, oh my gosh, like what we're seeing right now is just like an experience of discovery. It's not just about your destination. It's also, how you find your way there. And I think some of the best experiences I ever had in Decentraland come from discovering artists in that way, like just walking around and seeing things that are happening just around the corner.
The literal wayfinding.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, experiential learning is, part of it is the experience, right?
100%.
I mean, you're going to be associating a place with what's next to that place. And Decentraland has that everywhere. It's like
There's definitely that there, yeah. And by the way, I love your outfit. This backpack is amazing.
It's wild, that backpack, isn't it? I forget who made it, but yeah.
Metaskins.
Okay.
Sick.
Yeah, I saw that come on the market like Thursday morning, right before I had to go to work, and then I flew out to Chicago right after that. So I'm like, buying it.
Nice. No, it was a good choice. I like to grab the wearables that are like unique and bold and like challenge our everyday conception of like expressing ourselves in clothes, like wearing things that you wouldn't necessarily be able to wear on a regular basis, but you feel like still represent you and in some way. And I like this backpack here. It's very cool. It has a little loot on the back.
Yeah, well, we just had Nick from Metaskins on last week, and he took us to the Medellin. It was like a replication of this neighborhood in Medellin. So as soon as I saw the backpack, it has the same style of artwork in it. I was just like, oh yeah, that's
Nice.
super cool. So anyway,
Just, I wasn't sure if Kevin was talking about my backpack or yours or Job, but either way.
I was talking about the Billy T Coin backpack.
They're both
oh,
good. They're both
okay.
I still like that. I'm looking at your backpack now anyway. It's pretty cool.
Oddjob's backpack is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is beautiful.
I like the colors.
I actually never seen that backpack before.
It's a new one, yeah.
In world, I've seen it in the marketplace, but I've never
Right.
seen it in world.
And Billy, what slot is that backpack in? This is gonna blow your mind, Kevin.
Yeah, my backpack, it is in the hat slot.
Nice.
So
That's a wonderful hat there.
So the green hood is part of it.
Nice.
So it's only 500 triangles,
That's pretty
which
cool.
just blows my mind.
There's no necklace slot. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
I've always wanted that.
So like a lot of the times, people who have those, they have to put in like earrings or something.
Yeah, or
like
top hat or something like that.
Yeah. Shout out for this backpack, this backflip emote, from Beavers.
Oh yeah.
Very dope.
Nice. So this place, it's just the oil fields of Decentraland. Just harvesting the oil from deep in the Decentraland's fossils.
That's hilarious.
The fossils of the beginnings of Decentraland.
I mean, we could learn a lot about, there's a lot of experiential learning about something as complex and like probably we as humans don't know enough like at a general level about oil rigs and all that stuff. And like, I imagine this would be a good way to educate on a lot of levels, whether it be for like safety or even for people who really do it.
Where the oil comes from and all that stuff.
Environmental impact, all that.
Yeah.
What happens to it on the way? Yeah, absolutely.
Dude.
I have made about 4 trips back and forth.
So
And I think this is the last trip of getting people over.
You rallied the little chickies.
Thanks,
Yeah,
UK.
each time I got 3 or 4 others, and they followed me.
So you can go up the top of this building as well. There's like a stairs over here, set of stairs. Just quickly jump up there. Oops. God damn it. Keep falling. Someone's up there. I think I saw you, Mac. I see the lollipop.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop. Boom, boom, boom. Did we do it in sync? Did we get it?
I think it sounded pretty good for me.
Okay, let's go.
Zip it.
I love when things like that come together. Hello, bedhead. I'm gonna try to climb up. Where are the stairs?
Okay.
Just next to the
Oh, a
building on the
nice
side.
little group of 4 or 5 of them followed me this time.
Oh, okay.
Great job, everybody.
If you could do a little circle like that, I have to start doing like a little head spin in the middle there. It just makes sense.
What? What?
I love the whole like emote culture. I think we're just starting. I remember when L2 wearables first came out and how much color that brought to DCL, and now like, and how many people learned a new skill, like something they had never done before. They were like, oh, let me learn Blender. Like, how many people now are going to learn how to animate who had never done that before, are going to open up a whole new realm of possibilities for themselves. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
It is. It's such a creative playground, like I don't even know like Blender and how to do coding, but I'm still able to create, by working with other people. So it's pretty awesome.
Absolutely. I start. The DCL report started like a year and 9 months ago with a 1x1 parcel that I built on the builder, and now where we are, it's like a result of many people coming together. It's not just going to be anything in Decentraland that you've seen that's probably blown your mind has happened as a result of like a bunch of people working together around these ideas. At least that's what I feel like I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely is a group effort. I agree with you. Because you can't see all of Decentraland. It's like, I think it's impossible.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
you can't do everything in Decentraland. It's like you could just do the SDK and like do that for the rest of your life.
This is like me
Big
trying
facts.
to explore my city and explore every single street in my city. Never gonna happen.
So yes, exactly. You need people who are in those different areas to like work together, and bring their different natural skills together to do something bigger together.
Proud to say that I can add a skill that I was able to move over everybody who's left at Beavers to this
That
location.
is a skill. That
Yeah.
is a
I
skill.
felt pretty proud of myself right there.
That is definitely a Chief Wrangler. So thank you.
Chief Ring.
Bubbles.
No dot left behind.
Just checking my Twitch chat. Isa. Hey. Yeah, Biometa, I've just put my wallet there. ! Wallet if you want to send anything for giveaways to contribute. You can let me know what you want me to do with them. If you're earning points right now in the raffles, you can go to the stream store, ! store.
I'm down to give away some of the latest Meta Moment wearables if
Nice.
we're looking for some more prizes.
We got heaps of stuff, but yeah, sounds good.
Yes. That's a very generous offer. Thank you, Kevin.
I'm always happy to contribute, and at the end of the day, I feel like Web3 communities, we love our giveaways, especially because I feel like it's so representative of like the key value which we stand for, which is it should be easy for me to give you something that you find valuable, and for it to not need a middleman to validate that it's like an original or that it's the real thing. Like, and so I think like giveaways in our Web3 communities is more than just, people want prizes, but I also think it's like, it's an actual like action that represents sort of why we're all here in the first place, is that we should be able to easily transfer something to one another.
A frictionless society.
Absolutely. Like the other day I had to deal with the banks, and like usually I work a lot in crypto, but like I was working with a sponsor that was working with the banks, and like seeing the process and how long it took me and how I had to actually go through a human. And when I talked to them, I was like, to the people at the bank, after some days of the transaction, the wire not coming through, I was like, hey, like I called them, in my mind, I'm like, this is when I would check the ETH scan, I could like maybe speed it up, but I called the people. I was like, do you have any like way of knowing where it is? And they're like, no, we have no clue. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it is crazy.
That would be really cool though, if like in a real world bank transaction, you could be just like, okay, it's stuck here, and then you go to that point and you just offer them a little bit more ETH, and then it kind of gets greases the wheels.
It'll have to be.
Because I forgot to type in the DC report coordinates, can you please tell us where that is? Kevin,
Oh yes, it's
-78,
-54.
All right, -78, -54. So we'll head over there now. Oh, cool. Thanks, iJob.
You got it.
Porting over.
I got you. So click on the coordinates.
This build was built by Sango of the East, MetaZoo, Pepe God from GMI, General Metaverse Industries, myself. Like we all work sort of as a 4-person team in that sense. And yeah, it's definitely supposed to tell a story and serious be a platform for our voice and people to have a voice in the community. So typically you would imagine if you watch the news, you have no say on who's telling the news. But for the Decentraland report, you literally earn our report token for being a part of our community. And using that in our DAO, you can vote on or off our reporters. You can reserve coverage. You can get billboard space. So we've built this decentralized news network to be a platform, for us to tell our story and preserve our history. We've been doing it for over a year and a half now. It's like a year and 9 months, about to be a year, almost 2 years now. And it's been great. We just posted our latest DAO proposal today. And in the next 6 months, we aim to bring 100,000 people into our community. And that is going to be, it might sound like a lot, but we really believe that with the grant, we have a solid plan. Like, I'm a serial entrepreneur. We have people who are definitely scientists when it comes to marketing. So we're going to put our best foot forward. And if we succeed, it just means that we are able to bring more attention into every project, every community, whether it be Beaverse or anything that's going on. And we have, Mariana, she's one of the DCL reporters who's on our team, and she's been a huge voice. And yeah, it's just like something that I think that by supporting this project, we can actually bring a lot of value into every project. So appreciate y'all's support.
Awesome.
So Kevin, what can the rest of us do? I mean, you've got all of these initiatives. How can we, like, these 100,000 people show up?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So number one thing is approve that grant, because without the funding, then the key part of how we're going to get those 100,000 people won't be possible. So why are we going to be able to get that? And essentially, we're going to do targeted advertising that's going to use A/B tested landing page messaging. We're going to be targeting people ages 20 to 40 that are in the design, computer engineering, art, music, sort of that demographic of higher learning. And we're going to get our message just right. We're going to get it in front of them. And in that sense, we're going to bring them to say, join the DCL report community, where you can learn about the metaverse, learn about all these things that are happening. You can earn your report tokens and earn airdrops. And at this point, we've done the surveys and the research to show that what we've built is sticky. The Decentraland DAO already gave us $130,000 to build what we have today. And we've done the surveys and the testing to show that we have a 5 to 6% conversion rate. So if we spend $240,000 getting this in front of, let's say, 1 million people, right? Get 1 million people to see this, which is definitely possible with $240,000. We can actually make it so we bring those 100,000 people into our community, and a percentage of them feel motivated to support it and subscribe, which currently a lot of people do for many reasons. So ultimately, the main thing that I want us to keep doing is to, number one, help us in these next 2 weeks to get this approved. Number two, keep being amazing, because over the next 6 months, when we're doing these targeted ads, we're gonna be bringing all these people in. And we're going to need awesome projects to bring them to, and we're going to need to be showing them things that are happening. So if we do all this targeted advertising, we do all this messaging, we show people, hey, you can earn a voice on the news by, being a part of our community, and you can get all these opportunities that we've created through this platform. That's not going to be as powerful if we don't have active communities building like Beaverse that are doing things like this, bringing people together. So number one, go ahead, support on my Twitter. I've pinned the post on my Twitter. So if you want to just retweet, even if you have one VP, it makes a difference. Go ahead, support that. And secondarily, make sure to, continue to build and create, and let us know when people are doing that, so we can direct the attention of those people who we bring into our community to things that are going to be exciting for them.
So Kevin, I heard you say you talk about conversion rate. Now, I know what that means, but for the people who don't,
Yes.
What does that mean? What is a conversion rate?
Absolutely. So the conversion rate talks about how many people who, for instance, join our community for free. People opt in as members, they earn report tokens every week. How many of those people actually decide to pay for a subscription to get bonuses, airdrops, access to special posts, content, whatever it may be. Whatever percentage of that is your conversion rate. So in our case right now, we have a 6% conversion rate, meaning we have around 590. Let me check real quick how many exactly. 591 members, and we have 37 subscribers. And of those subscribers, month over month, we've had a 98% retention rate, which means 98% of the people who subscribe are going to stay subscribed over the next month. So that is like to say product stickiness. That's like when I have another tech company, it's a digital health company called Point Motion. And these are sort of formulas that you can use to kind of go through this process of creating a product and a proof of concept and validating whether or not it's creating value for the people you built it for. Like whether or not people are using it, whether or not people are finding enough value to pay for it. Clearly we have that at this point, and what we see is the next step is the scaling of that. It's like how do we maintain this? We have to now take this 6% conversion rate that we have amongst 591 members on this channel, which is very small. If we let a larger pool of people know about this, then naturally based on what we see, we're going to get that conversion rate of 6% people who are going to subscribe. And the reason why that's important is because we do not want to keep asking the DAO for money for funding. Mm-hmm. We've requested the DAO fund to fund our build so we can automate all the rewards. We're doing that. We have a trustless, a smart contract that is distributing all the report tokens. We have everything set up in terms of decentralizing our news network. And now, we don't want to be in a position where we're asking for funds to build new features. We're spending those funds. We have a new feature, and then we just keep doing that over and over again. What we need to do is be self-sustaining. In order for us to do that, we need to reach at least 100,000 members. Once we reach 100,000 members, we'll have enough subscribers where we can pay for our video editors, our developers, everything we need to be self-sustaining. So in essence, rather than have to ask for multiple DAO proposals, our idea is this is going to be the last proposal we need to ask so that can take us, to our point we'll be able to sustain ourselves.
Yeah, I like that.
Wow.
That's good.
Well, that's very ambitious.
Thank you. Well, I'll tell you this much. This is not the first time, that I've done this. Like I've been an entrepreneur for a long time now, for 8 years, at least. I started my first company, 8 years ago as a digital health company called Point Motion. You can look it up online.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, please.
I was going to say, I got a question in the chat from Fancy.
Yeah.
It says, is this funding for advertising for the DC report or Decentraland in general?
This is going to be specifically targeted advertising that's going to have tested messaging to bring people into the Decentraland report expand community page. Why this is obviously to say it's all related to Decentraland, because all we do is stream Decentraland. If you look at the expand page, it's a storyboard of everything that's happening day by day in Decentraland. The problem is if we go to market Decentraland right now from the perspective of bring people into Decentraland right away, if that's our goal, then the barrier for us to actually access people and who we can access is extremely low because of the hardware requirements, because of so many things that go into getting into Decentraland. By marketing yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it's like you are the gentle on-ramp into Decentraland.
Exactly. This is a bridge, and we've already invested Decentraland funding $130,000 in DAO funding to build this bridge. My point is we need to now let people know that it exists. Now that we've proven that it works and people are learning and discovering and finding their communities through all of our expert reporters, people like Mariana, now what we need to do is make sure people know that this exists. And by doing that, not only are we going to maintain and make sure that, we have our own decentralized news network that's going to continue to serve as a medium to bring attention to projects around Decentraland, uplift those creators, but also it means that we don't have to depend on DAO funding. Like, for instance, if I was to say, we're just going to do this to market Decentraland, but then how do we pay for the video? And that means I need to now ask for also funding for paying for the video editors, for, you know, all these things that go into right now to do what we're doing. We're spending like $18,000 a month. You know, granted, we're building features as well. So like ramping that backwards, the cost of development backwards, it could be lower. But still, if we wanted to continue doing what we're doing, we couldn't simply market Decentraland because we're going to just be burning fuel. What we need to do is now that we have a business model, we have a subscription as a service model right here. People can subscribe, they can earn report tokens, which they can use to purchase coverage and ad space and even become DCL reporters themselves. Like, now that we have that, we need to target the messaging towards a larger population to reach our community size goal that's going to make this self-sustainable. From that point, we could literally in perpetuity be marketing Decentraland and growing on our own. But if we don't do that, then we're literally just riding around in circles. We're not actually growing in a way that is like sustainable. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of like people should be thinking about things in this way. Like, in my opinion, I think there should be sort of two phases to building. If you're like a platform contributor, if you're like doing DAO grants to sort of build the community, I think phase one needs to be proof of concept and proof of value to the community. Like, build the product that you're trying to build for the community and prove the value and establish some sort of sustainable business model. Once you show traction and you have people subscribing, you have people supporting, and you have some metrics to show, you know, like we did a net promoter score, which is like a common way to measure like people's willingness to promote and engage with your brand. And based on that, we showed, you know, that we had a high level of engagement and stickiness. From there, that's where we said, okay, we're ready to move to phase two, which is to scale this outwards. And by doing that, you know, essentially becoming self-sustainable. Ultimately, our goal, and you can, you know, you can quote me on this, like, our goal is essentially that once we reach this next phase, we can actually begin to bring funds back into the DAO. Like, you know, we actually have our own DAO. So we'll do a vote in our DCL report DAO on how much of our revenues we should be dedicating to returning to the DAO, right? So now we're going the opposite direction. Instead of going and saying, oh, let me have another funding to extend and pay my editors, my developers, and then fund all the prizes and everything that we do, right? So like, instead of doing that over and over again, I'm suggesting that we market this, we get this in front of all the people who we know are going to like this, because Web3 people love what we're doing. So if we just help them find out about it, then we could be in a position where we spend $240,000, we grow this, and within the next year, not only have we paid back the DAO grant, but now we're actually funding future DAO grants because of that. You know, like, that's the way I think that's our goal, essentially, what we want to do. And I know that we can do it. So, yeah, I mean, it's underway. This isn't our first DAO proposal. You know, everything that we've said that we were going to do up until this point, we've done it, we've built it, and, you know, it's been a team effort. I hope that everyone will continue to believe in what we're doing and support in that, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, Fancy says, thank you, appreciate your answer and in-depth explanation.
Absolutely.
Someone suggesting to get your expand links.
Yes.
Can we get some links dropped on the Twitch? So expand, and maybe your DAO proposal, if someone can get that in there.
Yes.
Cool. I'll do that. Are you in the Twitch at the moment? Or do you need a link for that?
I am jumping in that now. I have the link.
Cool. Thanks.
Gotta say, I was part of that when you launched the expand, you know, when you dropped the NFTs and it was just automatic. That likens to when we're at the True Band Room and what Shelly and Dino have, where you just have to be there to collect the Pope, right? The show app. Or the SHOP, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, this is why we have computers do things for us. You know, why make it more complicated than it needs to be? Oh, look at you guys already lined up and ready to go for a picture. Man, you guys are pros.
Love it.
I was thinking we'll get a group snap in front of like the Decentraland report sign at the front as well. But this is a good spot too to get some snaps anyway, just in general.
Yeah.
It's honestly, I think that like experiences like this make people feel more comfortable in exploring the metaverse. You know, and for that matter, it's not going to be something that people are going to easily discover. You know, I know for me, it took me a while to find different opportunities to connect with communities and know how to access, like how to navigate the events page, how to do all that stuff. And all my family members, they were having, you know, I was having trouble getting them started. So by having different reporters that are part of this decentralized news network that is supported and operated by, you know, by its own value, I think that we can also empower creators in the community and then bring the attention back. And, you know, I think it's all just one way to feed like a bigger ecosystem that's happening so people can discover all the things that are happening that are amazing. It's not just the build that makes it special. It's the fact that we're all here together, this group picture, you know, and, you know, I appreciate y'all stopping through.
So Kevin, you've got the personnel, you've got the plan, you've got the you know, the experience for the people. What else is there? What else is missing? Like, what else do we need to do to get those 100,000 people into Decentraland?
I think we need honestly, I'll say, I think more than anything right now, we need the same sense of urgency that we had 1 year ago. Because as much as I love what's going on here, I think 1 year ago, there was a competitive spirit against all the race against which metaverse is going to be at the front. And I think Decentraland has won that race in many ways. Arguably, there are definitely other contenders, of course, but how much we've empowered people to live new potential in their life, there's no one who competes with Decentraland. But like now, here we are a year later, and we're doing great things, but there is no assurance that that this is going to continue, or that, you know, the value of mana is going to stay, or we're going to continue to have this platform if we don't empower the creators with a sense of urgency. I don't mean a sense of urgency as in FOMOing into things. I mean like a sense of urgency of like, listen, there's a new builder, there's a new creator that's working. I don't mean just our DAO proposal. I mean like MetaTrekkers has a proposal that they've dropped. I know Mariana's on a team working on a proposal. Like there's a lot of people who are creating and building in this space. And the last thing we don't want to give that away, you know, those opportunities away blindly. But if you see people who've been here dedicated, like hit their, retweet their posts. We've, you know, like, yes, I know this is like the 50th grant proposal you've had to read this week. And like people, and there's a lot more people and but we need to keep pushing on it, because if not, then we're not going to get the opportunity to continue to attract the pioneering talent that made Decentraland special. That's what makes Decentraland special. It's all these people. And if we don't continue to show that we support that in creators, those people will stop coming here. They're going to start going other places. And they're not, and it's that ease of creative potential being realized in Decentraland, which made it amazing. It's what attracted me, and it was what kept me around, has kept me so like passionate and like really Decentraland born. I know it's what's going to attract the next generation. So like, please, like, you know, a sense of urgency behind supporting these things. We're going to be targeting specifically, and actually this is something else I'm going to say, is like what's missing is that I think we have at this stage and where we are right now been targeting the wrong people to join our community, or maybe not focused enough on the right people. And that is creatives that are in that sort of like learning, grow, development mode. That can be a lot of them that are in that higher education, or like just graduated high school. Maybe they're learning on their own, or maybe they're taking a between, you know, education, you know, absolutely. Like we need to be targeting those people that are searching on Blender how to design things using Blender, people who are exploring blockchain, like, you know, Brave, for instance. They can, you know, you can pay for advertisements on Brave and like people get paid for, and there's a lot of ways that we can bring ourselves in front of those people. And I don't think like just focusing on, oh, Coca-Cola came in or Mountain Dew came in, and that's going to attract the bigger communities. That's going to make Decentraland grow. That's not going to make Decentraland grow. Actually, I think if anything, like that, if anything is great, but it's not really what's going to make. I don't want to diss anything going on. Like, I love seeing big brands enter the space, but what's really going to make Decentraland grow is that kid that's in college that just dropped, a couple $10,000-$20,000 on tuition. He's doing his student project and he's like, what am I going to do? Let me do a DAO proposal for Decentraland and build something for the metaverse for my computer engineering class that can also be a dope thing for the metaverse. Like, let's enable and empower those creators and builders. And I think like that is the way that we're going to, and that, build and they will come. So who are we going to attract? Where are all those builders? Where are those people who are thirsty to create and like make something? I honestly think those people are in those like higher education or gap years, sort of like, and we're going to target them, and we're going to use data to get in front of those people. So like, I'll say those two things, the urgency and making sure we're targeting the right people.
Nice. There was a question from CC saying, are you thinking about marketing to other metaverse communities?
That is something that certainly we'd want to test. I think when we say we're going to market to other metaverse communities, maybe we'll have specific keywords that we're honing in on. But I think the main thing that we're going to be looking for is people in Web3 with, number one, definitely people who are Web3 literate. So they will be in other Web3 communities, but probably not like we're going to set up a billboard in Sandbox to try and like, we are Decentraland born. We want people to see this as the capital of the metaverse. So we're going to definitely be marketing to that notion, not necessarily like marketing into other metaverses like, oh, we're going to show you here, there. Like, we do touch on things that are happening across other places, but we do focus in this sort of corner of the metaverse.
Nice.
So Cece, who asked the question, is a very well-known, well-connected Spatian, and that's what the people that are in Spatial call themselves. I know that they're
Nice.
not on the call. So every Monday, Cece has Metaverse Monday. So she takes people on a tour of the metaverse in Spatial, much like we do here, and they hop from one location to the next. So definitely somebody who's very similar experience to you when you were going around Decentraland and just reporting about everything. Yeah.
I mean, I definitely, we're all about the open metaverse and having, essentially we're all in these parallel spaces, and the more that we can connect those spaces and bring us from one space to the other, the easier that is, the better. So, for us, if there's anything that we can do to support other metaverses, we're always interested in doing that. I feel like my main mission from day one, and the most important thing for me, is that creators have a place to tell their story. And I felt like at the early stage, and it still is the case, like so many things are happening, so many things are evolving, so many people are doing things for the first time in these spaces. And in a way, before there was a Decentraland report or even like these sort of different broadcasts and sort of historical preservation groups, as I call them, before they were there, it's like these moments were kind of coming and going, and it was kind of easy for someone to, unbeknownst to themselves, think they were like, kind of doing things in a vacuum, that they were doing these things and no one was really noticing. So for us, this was really created to be a platform for the creators, no matter what metaverse that they're in. We want to give people a voice. So whether that means having a reporter from our community cover your story using your report token, you can secure that, or if you want to become a reporter, you can do that, and you can be a voice for the community. And, all of that said, I think one of the coolest things personally is that from those subscriptions on the DCL report expand page, 50% of those revenues go to all of our reporters, and it's fiat. So like in the last couple of rounds of, you know, disbursement, like that was like $100 for each reporter. But once we hit our goal in terms of, you know, hitting our membership goal through this round, you know, these reporters are going to also be earning a nice amount of fiat, you know, subscription every month for doing this work of, you know, covering people in the community. And I think it's like something that's never happened before. I don't know if people know that I recently went and presented in Argentina, like to leaders in journalism and teaching them about what we're doing here. And I'm not like hyping this up when I say people were inspired and are trying to do what we have done, like what we've built and what we've accomplished here. When I went there, I was meeting with people from Vox Media, Meta, the International, you know, Institute for Journalism, all these different international groups and people who've studied journalism their whole life. And they were learning and they were taking notes and adopting the practices which we've proven and we've tested here. So for me, I feel like it's the time for us to get this word out and let the world know that, you know, we have a true decentralized news network, and it's going to change how people look at the news. Imagine if watching something like Fox News, if the people didn't like how they were being represented or the kind of news, you know, bias and things of that nature when they come into play, you know, this could actually give the people a say in the kind of news that we are hearing about our community. And I mean, it's something that we're going to achieve progressively. We've gotten to this point where we've built the product, but if we don't find a way to sustain it and reach the people who are going to see value in this, then I've seen it happen to many companies. We won't sustain, we'll fizzle out, you know, like, and we can't keep depending on the DAO to sustain us. So the only way is to get in front of more people, and this is going to be a good journey, but I know we can do it.
For sure.
I think there will also be a healthier relationship between the community, the foundation, and the DAO if there are multiple revenue streams. You know, if it's not just coming from, you know, grant proposals.
Totally.
You know, finding a way to get, I've talked about it a number of times, the fiat to man a bottleneck. So I was just, we don't need to talk about it now.
Yeah.
But later on, I'd love to just pull your ear, Kevin, about why, you know, you pay your reporters in fiat. I mean, this is Web3. I thought everything was supposed to be,
Yes.
you know, crypto, but that was definitely a distinct decision on your part. So, crud. Anyway.
Absolutely. No, I
Yeah.
mean, it's totally, at the end of the day, my goal is I literally, and if we wanted to get into it, I could, like, I try to calculate how much money people are making an hour by contributing to the report. And my goal is to make it really something attractive, you know, like 200, you know, like in the early days, like when it was, you know, at this point, between the report token that you earn, between the one-of-one wearables and like all this stuff that you earn, and you get the fiat, you know, like it's not just the fiat, but it can't also be just the crypto, because at least for our reporters who are the subject matter experts, the leaders, the people, like the idea is like, we're all growing our own Twitch channels, but we're all we all have the same mission. So if we have one platform, we could optimize, make it really efficient the way we have, and we can all contribute together to make sure we have everyone's attention together in one place, which is a hard thing to do. Then we can actually grow synergistically through each other. And, you know, if it wasn't working, I'll tell you this, our team of reporters wouldn't stick around. Like if you look, these people, you know, we have our team, Fractillions, Mariana, Chris, like people have been around for a while now, like in our community of reporters and people in our community, like they continue to stick around because we get a lot of value out of what we do as reporters as well. And I think that's so important when building these things. It's not like just saying, hey, I'm going to do a one-off event and that money is going to disappear. Like, I think at least if you really, really want to grow in Decentraland, think about how what you're going to build is going to create self-sustaining value so you can grow on the merit of the value that you're creating rather than having to keep back asking for the DAO. And it's not to say that you should do that from the first proposal. Like, it's going to take a couple times of building things and, you know, getting to where we are now. It literally took us a year and 9 months to get to where we are now, where we're ready to invest, you know, the highest level grant. We've never asked for this much before, but now after a year and 9 months, we're finally asking for that, because we know that we've built something that once we invest this capital is going to not only be self-sustaining, but is something that can return money back into the DAO. So, you know, honestly, when I do this, I guarantee you, I think of it, and I tell people, don't look up to me, look up with me. So I'm not trying to say I'm a role model, you know, but I created this and I've done this all in a way knowing that we are the earliest, and people are looking at what I'm doing, and people are looking at what we are doing as pioneers, and they're going to see it as the way to accomplish these things. So if I don't do it the right way, or if I don't do it the way I know can be done the best, then I'm actually like debilitating future creators and future people, and I'm actually hurting Decentraland. So even though I have the trust of the community, and in a lot of ways I've been able to accomplish a lot from that, if I don't do things the right way, and if I'm not successful, then I'm actually hurting the community in many ways. So like, you know that like the way I'm talking about doing things is not just, I try to do it in the way so other people will essentially copy it or at least copy the parts that are successful so that they can be successful.
So Kevin, sorry, I just want to interject here for just a second. So I've got lots of snaps of people up here on this platform. There's a couple people that are turned around the other way. So Nina, Super Nina, if you could like face the flower, so I can at least get your lovely face.
Yeah, for anyone who's just
and
tuning
I don't know
in,
where Bubbles is. What's that?
If anyone is just tuning in, we're talking to Kevin on Earth as our special guest today. In a moment, I'll get you, Kevin, just to give us a little tour around the build as well before we head off.
I would love that.
So let us know when you're done with the snaps or job, and then we can do that.
Okay.
I'll just jump to a different spot, but that's fine. Got Yannicus here.
Hello, Yannicus. I thought that's who the skeleton was. I've got names turned off so I can get, you know, a clean shot. Okay, I'm Super Nina. Last chance. You need to turn around.
It said DCL dating Matt, I think.
Oh my browser just.
Thanks for the follow, Yannicus, in Twitch. Thanks for that.
Okay, Cactus Boy is in, and shoot, somebody just popped out.
By the way, Simple.
Yeah, no, my browser died.
I gotcha.
I'm reloading in, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to walk you through, and maybe you saw the lower floor is sort of like you'd imagine is like the opening to a film. Kind of walking through the opening of a film is kind of like the thought process. I wanted everybody who came in from that beginning and to have this sort of like opening credits of sort of what we represent and how to get started. There's a little quote at the bottom that says, "Dreams are the seed of change. Nothing ever grows without a seed, and nothing ever changes without a dream." I really believe it. You know, like you got to believe in yourself. And, you know, my friends, you know, watching football over the weekend saying which team to bet on. And I always tell them the same thing. There's only one person that I think you should ever bet on. The only person worth gambling on is yourself. You got to bet on yourself. You know, like sometimes it feels like that. If you're dreaming big enough, you know, it can feel like you're betting on yourself. So here you can see like this stage area. I got here for the
we're good. We're good for the snaps, Billy. Maybe on the way out we can get one in front of the sign. But go ahead and do the tour.
I crashed, so I'm reloading again. A lot of us crashed at the same time. Okay, I'm back in. Let's see. Where are we?
So I'm just getting some snaps of people doing their fancy emotes.
Amazing.
Looks like UMAC has about 69 emotes. Or 99 emotes. Shout out to UMAC. How you doing? I've missed you.
So where are we at, Kevin? I'm down the bottom floor now.
Yes. So at the bottom floor, There's a couple ways that you can get up. Number one, at the end of the walkway, there's that little indicator there telling you, you know, PS, if you press space and W, you can leap forward. And for us, like, we imagine, you know, people who are just arriving to Decentraland, maybe they discover this, and, you know, learning how to jump your way around is a nice little first challenge.
Bit of the parkour,
Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of like the first thing we do to start exploring Decentraland. And you know, there is that little red teleporter that you can also use. On the left side of the UI on your screen, you'll also see an elevator button. So those buttons, you know, there's a lot of ways to explore the build. And on the right side, there are those little UI buttons on, you know, that take you to our website. You can, you know, it'll take you to expand to opt in for rewards and our Discord. So there's a lot of ways that you can start to easily find points of interest in this build. This first floor being the screening room, where when we go live, those reporters, their streams go into this TV, which is definitely fun. You know, like it's like having a studio audience. There's nothing better than that. Super fun. If you click the number 2 on that elevator, it'll take you to the team gallery.
All right, let's go.
And yeah, you'll be able to see all the different people who are on the team, who have been contributing on a regular basis, and who are ongoing contributors that help us, you know, whether it be reporters, video editors, builders.
Who's this guy, Kevin Mirth? He's doing a lot for the team.
He's a troublemaker, that guy.
Right. Yeah, he looks like a bit of a troublemaker.
So, like, of course, we're going to be adding interactive features here where you'll be able to click on each person and get their bio. So, you know, but this first level into the build, and if you notice, like, from the outside, this build design is inspired from a flower, and we call it the meta flower. This main structure being the, like, flower bud. And on the side, you see the preserver, which we'll talk more about in a second. But when we reach a certain community size, you know, 10,000 subscribers, the preserver will fill all the way, and there will be an unlocked Easter egg. So there's an interactive component here as the community grows as well. This is just a gallery floor where we are going to promote different artists and different, you know, different drops. This floor right here, the 4th floor, is my favorite floor of all. It is the decision floor. We're able to have discussions here, and instead of saying yes or no to things, we can say how we feel in terms of hot and cold. So if you feel like a hot level 1, maybe you would sit in hot level 1. If I ask you, you know, how amazing is Billy T Coin, I would probably be a hot level 8 on that. I'm feeling very, very hot level 8 on that.
There's no 60,
but if you know
69. Where is it? Because someone's got to stand in 6 and someone's got to stand in 9.
Exactly. But imagine if you said, you know, how do we feel about doubling the number of land parcels in Decentraland? Maybe a lot of people would probably be in the cold number 8s. They would be like, nah, I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Yeah.
So this decision floor is like we use on Thursdays when we do our DAO discussions. And it's just an easy way for us to start visualizing and new ways to explore discussion in the metaverse.
Nice. I like it.
If you are brave enough, you can enter the preserver.
Let's do it. Let's be brave.
Inside here, you will meet our friend here, our Void I'm a Degen friend, and he will explain to you the rules. But this is our preserver right here. Essentially, what you do is you jump down, and the way that our preserver fills is, of course, by supporting the people who are sharing our story. That is our reporters, and of course, you know, we have Expand here as well, but if you pop each bubble, it'll unlock a way to access that person's Twitter. So each bubble that you pop will raise you a little higher. So if somebody wanted to say support us and like say like what should they, what kind of channels should they be supporting? This is where we put all of those different, all those different channels and individuals who are essentially empowering and preserving our history. And yeah, basically, instead of just having a link on the wall, we wanted to sort of have a more visual experience around how people are actually uplifting creators by, you know, doing things like supporting, you know, by following somebody on Twitter, you know, if it's as simple as that, or, you know, joining as a member on Expand is free. So it's the same thing, you know, little things like that. If we had 100,000 people who supported any one of these creators, or for instance, Expand, then I guarantee you that free act of kindness and support and generosity that costs nobody but a moment of their time, it can change people's lives, and we can bring attention to that person's drop who can't get a press release covered or isn't going to be, you know, partnering with Nike for their next wearable drop. Like, those people still deserve a platform, and we can do that here.
Yeah. I think my thing's broken. It's not sending me up. I'm stuck on
It's not sending you up?
Nah.
I'm sorry.
Is there a quick way for me to jump up where you are now?
Is it, if I would use the elevator?
What are we? Where are you at now?
I'm on the, right now I'm actually on the, if you go to the penthouse.
Okay,
Let's go to the penthouse, because the gallery 2 still needs to be filled.
Right.
The penthouse is under construction, but I want to show you this space and tell you what it's going to be.
Yep.
We're going to be building out all these different, essentially the inner organs of Decentraland, all the analytics, all the data. We've already taken all the APIs and stuff that show you all the essential data regarding our ecosystem. And in this penthouse, we're going to have, like, it's going to essentially be a way for us to read out all these different things that represent the health of our ecosystem. And in here, right outside this little way out at the top of the preserver, this like rotating top piece is going to be filled, like, it's going to be a gallery of images that are fed in from Expand. So all the different content that we capture and post that we make on Expand with our pictures and things that we post there, they will be appearing as essentially a infinite roulette of, like, history, and you'll be able to select different dates and see, like, you know, different date periods and things that were happening in Decentraland during that time. And, you know, in that way, this is our means of preserving and letting people experience our history.
Awesome. Well, looks like,
thank you for giving us the opportunity to share this.
Yeah, thanks for coming along with us and showing us your spot. Looks like our job is getting some snaps of us down there in front of the Decentraland sign. Oh, these are our port sign, I should say.
Yes.
Let's go down there and
nice.
start posing. Let's get in front.
Let me turn my mic on. It is possible to stand in the sign. You just have to, there's some colliders down at the bottom. You just got to hop over those. But
I'm stuck in here.
Yeah. So at least stand in front of the sign. It's a nice long sign. So let's see if we can get people that are up on the risers. Thank you, Jim Cedric, for jumping on the platform. I see Super Nina up there. I see...
I'll be right back.
Well, who else do I see up there? Nice. Okay. Thank you, friends, for coming down. Let's try to fill up in front of the whole front of the sign. We've got plenty of room. Thank you, Issa. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Fancy. Thank you, Psycho. Thank you, Fermion. Fermion, it looks like you got the normie suit on. You got the female blue pants with the yellow sweater. What's that?
She's got the casuals.
Yeah, the casuals. Okay. Let me see if I can get just a little closer so I can see people's faces. You know how when you get far enough away, like the eyes and the mouth just kind of disappear in the picture?
Yes.
So I've got it at ultra resolution. So I think I should be able to get most people. So let's kind of spread out, people. We got lots of people over here by the ORT. We need somebody by the REP. Thank you, Cube Man. Thank you, Bubbles. Hey, welcome, Kronos. I didn't see you join the tour. Thank you very much. Hello, Jamal. Thank you, Robin Lou, for coming down to the sign. Come on, everybody. Let's take some snaps. So I'll take one with everybody's name visible so I can tag you in Twitter. Make sure I get everybody in there. Okay. And then one last call for people to spread out. Thank you, Daybed. Thank you, Yannicus. Thank you, Brandon Manis. Hey, welcome, guys. Welcome, Brandon. Welcome, Daybed. Thank you, CK. Okay. Let's just give people a little bit more time. And okay. Snap away.
I'm loading in. My thing's at like
Oh,
6.
okay.
Yeah, no, my thing got a fatal error. I don't know why, but
Okay. Yeah. Did anybody else notice the side scrolling, the strafing walks? Because I keep seeing that, and that I don't think that's an emote. I think that's just the way people now walk sideways,
Maybe.
which is kind of strange.
all right, I'm back in. I'm under the T.
You're under the T from report or under the T from the
From report, yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me take another snap then, because it doesn't have. I don't see you in this one.
Yep, I crashed again as well.
Yeah, honestly, it's been actually like considering how many people we have right here right now, like I'm actually it's actually working really well. And by the way, I just want to say Fancy, love that outfit, that top, that is freaking fire.
Fancy often has the hottest wearables.
Fancy has all the wearables.
Pretty much.
So they've got some.
I still don't see you, Kevin.
I'm
Here, wait, let me see. Let me come to you. Where are you at?
So the flower is right in front.
Yeah.
And it may just be that.
Okay. I see the flower?
Yeah, Giving Tree. Okay,
yeah.
I see you from my Odd Job account. Oh, okay, there. You just popped in. Okay, go back onto the report, and then that's weird. Is that what you discovered last time, Billy? It's if you walk away and then walk back, then. Oh fuck! I just got an error.
Yeah,
fatal
that can
error.
help sometimes if people are not sure. Walk away and walk back. That's a bit better than refreshing.
Okay. I just asked for everybody's patience while Giving Tree loads. Back.
I love that name, and I love that avatar.
Thank you. So the Giving Tree, it's a lot of it's in the same spirit as what you were talking about earlier, Kevin. So with community building Decentraland, we ultimately want to have a plot with a tree on that land, and people can come up and spam it with an emote or something. And as long as somebody else is there who's giving them a tour, then they can get whatever free wearable they want from the catalog. But right now, the only hack that we were able to do is just load up the Giving Tree. So it's a community wallet. Lots of people have like Gucci Toe, Existential, have just donated, some of the wearables that they've created. And so when we onboard new people in Decentraland, take them on a tour, if they can demonstrate their knowledge, what they learned, right? Because they can't just be a potato.
Yeah.
They need to be an actual person.
I love that.
That's walking around and actively learning.
I mean, it'd be right to have a potato skin.
You know what? That would be amazing. I'm surprised we don't have a potato outfit yet.
Yeah.
Potato.
Couch potato.
Yeah, when potato.
DCL. But that's the thing, though. It's like Decentraland is anything but being a potato. Like you can't just sit here and let the world come to you. You got to go out and see the world, like you were talking about earlier, Kevin. You got to walk around.
Absolutely, you got to explore, and that's why it's also good to be around with communities that have similar interests and can explore these things together. I think that makes it a lot more fun. That's definitely, I feel like, what got me really excited about Decentraland is I feel like a lot of times in the internet, especially when we're discovering things, we're looking at posts, we're doing all these things alone. And, when I started to be able to be in Decentraland and, meet people and discover projects and look at art, you know, in a setting where we're together and we're able to experience those things together side by side. For me, that was really where things took, you know, I realized, oh, this is the difference. You know, it's not just about seeing these things. It's about seeing these things together. That's the thing that really made it special.
Jim's walking
Being-
sideways on my screen. That's really funny.
So one by one, everybody's loading up for Giving Tree. So
Nice.
eventually we'll get everybody.
Yes,
I love how everybody's just like refractions up on the A, and so is Sultry Dubs and Fermion, and yeah, people are just like all over the sign now. So that's great. I can see you, Kevin. That's Jim Cedric is doing some weird backwards walking thing. I got a picture of that. Nice.
He's walking on an angle, like a 45-degree angle.
Yeah,
back.
that's just the weirdest shit,
I think it's
man.
a glitch. It's a glitch. I must be.
Okay.
It's so funny. It's funny that you see it too. It's just not just me.
Recorded for posterity. Absolutely.
snap,
Okay. Couple more snaps. Okay, I see you, Bubbles. Billy, I don't. Oh, there, I see you.
Don't
Okay,
see me?
cool.
Okay.
I see you now.
Nice. Fancy was saying the dress he's got is from Metajoules. Great line. Nice.
Quality.
Yeah, Metajoules has some good stuff.
Yeah, there was another time I was on one of your Twitch streams and in World with you, Kevin, where you were commenting on the No Signal purse, and that's by
yeah.
that's by Metajoules too.
The color bars. Test.
Big fan of that one.
Yeah.
And shout out to Metajoules. How you doing, you cunt?
CC's
just an inside
crashed
joke.
again.
Yeah.
Bugger.
I'll just keep Giving Tree here, and I'll keep taking snaps, and I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe
we'll have to
I
get
can
off
do like
soon.
a comp.
Yeah.
But
Get what we can.
But yeah, if you guys need to get moving to the next place,
Yeah, we
because it's
probably
already
should.
8:30. Yeah.
Yeah. So your first choice today, Orchop, is it a quick one or not?
Yeah, it's a quick one.
Okay, so that'll be good.
And it's pretty self-explanatory. It's one of the games, right? So
Sure.
I'm gonna stay here and try to keep snapping pictures of people that keep popping in. But can you show them the place?
Okay, I'm stuck.
Or do you want me to just stop taking pictures, and what would you like, Billy?
So I don't know, whatever. But it's up to you. If you think you've got some good ones, we can probably just end it there.
Yeah.
With the snaps maybe.
I think we're good
That's
to go.
so weird with Jim.
This is an amazing, honestly, like seeing everybody on this sign. This is an amazing, what a great picture right here.
What's going on, Jim?
I snapped a picture right here myself too. Really,
wrong?
really amazing.
What's wrong with Jim? That's so funny.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with Jim. Okay.
He found it.
I'll punch in the coordinates.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So let me just call up my UI, and here we go. So 65 minus 132 are the coordinates. And the title of this one is Tomb Chaser. So a big shout out to UMAC and to Shelly Van and to Peanut Butter and to CK Bubbles and to CK, help me out here. Who else is working on this? I guess maybe I could find the chat or the group that we've got going on. But it's like a group effort. Like everybody's taking UMAC for sure. Like, what's that?
I was saying UMAC, but you said it at the same time.
Okay. So UMAC has contributed a lot of locations. They've, just like you, Kevin, have just been walking around Decentraland, and they've kept a spreadsheet and recorded those. And
Amazing.
That's what I do.
a lot of us have just been combining those and visiting the different sites. So this is one of the sites that that we
Love
visited. So yeah, let's go ahead and load it. Jump up. It says empty parcel, but I know it as Tomb Chaser.
UMAC says, spreadsheet helped me win Kevin's NFT Tuesdays in the beginning, lol.
Oh yeah, no, that's big facts. We were doing scavenger hunts in the metaverse, and those were like our early ways of sort of like,
Tracer.
in a fun way, bringing people's attention to different projects. And UMAC was one of those. She was a consistent winner. She comes to win, that's for sure. She's won some pretty solid prizes. Yeah, we actually gave out we gave out like a lot of we actually gave out a MetaKey like addition to MetaKey for
Wow.
like yeah, and the person ended up getting like a clone, using that.
That's crazy, man. They're like a couple of ETH or something, aren't they now?
Oh yeah, especially I mean that was like back that was gifted to me by Maddie to
Right. Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that was like
Awesome.
back when it first started, but like
yeah.
But it just goes to show you, like, if we grow these platforms, a lot of big brands are going to be willing to give us like a lot of great things to bring into our community, and give to our community members. Like, the bigger we are, the more things that they're going to be willing to give us, to give away. I mean, look at Mr. Beast and like Jimmy, whatever the guy is, his name.
Yeah.
Those guys, they give, they get money from these brands to just give away, and like, what could be better than that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like. Oh, I will say that there's a downside to that, which is, like you see in these Mr. Beast videos, like, and actually this is something that in the early days, like I made it sure not to be overly like it can't be about the prizes, because then you lose the purpose of why we're all here in the first place, which is to discover the metaverse, is not just to like come out and like be like, how many prizes did I get?
Yeah.
How many wearables did I get today?
Yeah.
I love all the emotes coming out, like, and all the different fashion stuff. I actually love. Even if sometimes I have like a wearable already. If it's a creator who I love, like, I'll buy another one to gift to somebody, because I want to see them succeed. Like, and I know how awesome it is to like go into your thing and see somebody bought your wearable. Like, that is a great feeling, especially if, like, for me, if you've never created fashion before, like for me, digital fashion was the first fashion I ever got into. So like seeing that was like just a really great experience.
Yeah, for sure. And I like to buy things to give away on this stream as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, so here we are.
Yeah,
Tomb Chaser.
I'm just getting a photo in the front.
So you could come in.
I'm just gonna go inside.
Check it out.
Looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah, Tomb Chaser, classic build in Decentraland. One of those great first experiences. Great way to get your bearings with your WASD.
Yeah. Test me.
Thanks.
Nothing's happening. I'm testing it.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
What is it supposed to be like?
Maybe it's broken.
Not working yet.
Yeah, even the sign-in book doesn't work now. That's a bummer.
You know what? That I hate. Like that's a frustrating case that like it is hard to like maintain a lot of these things. Even things that were working once, it's not like they can stay around and work perfectly forever unless somebody's actually sticking around to make sure they're fixing bugs or stuff.
Yeah, they got to be actively developing it, redeploying it with the new SDK, and who knows.
Exactly.
So, well, this is going to be a lot shorter than I thought, so
that's fine.
We could go on to the next location.
Take a few snaps as we need. There's this interesting NPC thing in the corner. My antivirus keeps popping up saying it's blocking Trojan links.
Decentraland.
There's this stuff coming up. I'm glad it is blocking it if it is actually something bad. Yeah. Get some snaps. I like the sitting emote, and I can like get myself in there and not block people.
Yes.
Does the sitting emote lower your camera?
No,
That's a good question.
don't think so. But it doesn't lower your camera. It just allows you to not block people.
I see.
Okay.
And get yourself in the shot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
good point, Billy.
You could use it in the same way that you probably use the roach, sort of.
Yeah.
Except
But no, for pictures.
my backpack's just blocking everything anyway. But yeah.
If everybody in the front row has the sit emote, we can just do like a 3, 2, 1 sit, and then everybody could like get out of the way, and we could take a nice group photo, like a school picture.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone sit around in like a circle, maybe.
Let's sing Kumbaya.
Actually, we could do it after, maybe at the end.
Okay.
Try to keep moving, possibly, but gotta make sure I got a few snaps here to include later in our posts.
Yeah.
And if anyone wants to share their snaps in our Discord, there is a Adventure Snaps channel there to chuck in some photos if you want.
Yeah, definitely. Lots of people have been posting them on Twitter as we go. I know
Awesome.
Brandon Manis does that. Trickstar does that. Jim Cedric does it sometimes. Super Nina. So thank you for doing that. Because we're taking care of the tour, so we really appreciate our attendees, our adventure squad, posting some of the pictures on Twitter. So thank you guys for that.
There's a book to sign. Sign the book. It's not working.
Yeah, nothing is working in here now.
What's back here?
So,
just another exit. Oh, that's the entrance, actually. Yeah. Well,
gosh,
I see it's like the same both ways.
if you catch somebody mid-sit, it's just they got their arms out, their head is
in the middle there,
down, and their shoulders are hunched. It's just a weird looking.
Who's hovering there? Who's doing that? Oh, it's a NPC in the middle I didn't see before. Welcome, traveler. Next. Okay, the next bit doesn't work. That's it. Welcome, traveler.
And then that's it.
Oh no, you have to click him again. There we go. Good to talk to someone else today.
Oh.
You're here for the race, aren't you? Yeah, I guess so. Ho 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 ho, I knew it. I can see a younger version of myself in your eyes. The goal is the final chamber. I'll guide you there. If you manage to get there fast enough, I recognize you're a great tomb chaser. But it would require some mana, you know. Maybe you can enter for free, but you will not see yourself on the leaderboard. I'll just do the freezing. Try free.
Dude, look at the price. 10 mana.
Yeah. Great.
I wonder what mana was priced at when they
ready,
first did
pal.
that.
Tomb chasers like
7 cents.
yeah. Tomb chasers like me are fast enough even in death. I won't be slowing down for ya. Ready? Go. He's going this way. Let's go. So it does work. You just get to talk to that NPC.
No.
Where am I going? Running through. Oh no, I got lost. I got stuck there. Where's the switch? There's a switch somewhere. Damn it. I don't know. I'm just going up here. Oh, there we go. Press switch. What the? Oh. No. Keep going this way. I have no idea. Oh, wait. I'm lost. I think I'm going backwards. No, I don't know which way to go. Anyway, I think that's that. If anyone wants to try it some other time,
Worth an exploration.
Yeah, give it a go. Bet Gary can clock that in like 5 seconds. Anyway,
This is for sure.
so CK, do you have a quick spot for us to visit today?
Yeah, let me let me pull up the chart. So it's 2081.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to load in there now. Museum by Holodot.
You guys, I gotta run right now, but I appreciate y'all having me on.
Cool. Thanks for joining us, Kevin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yeah, I'll see y'all probably tomorrow around DCL.
Yeah, catch you around. See you in the metaverse.
You know it.
Ciao, ciao.
Much love.
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty. What are we looking at, CK? This looks familiar.
I'm loading in right now, so it's hard for me to describe.
This is the museum district, I think.
It is,
I've crashed.
but I feel like that's gonna be the way it goes.
Yep.
But I wanted to show y'all something in the middle.
Just gotta...
Not necessarily this whole grounds, but...
Yeah, it's a bit big to check everything out.
But if you kind of go to the back middle, there's a round room. Wherever the entrance is. And then there's this really cool fountain object thing. It may or may not crash your computer.
Yeah, I'll wait to load
But if
in
it
again.
doesn't, it's pretty sick.
Psycho said he was there before and couldn't get out in the Tomb Chase, I think. Fancy says this is called Classic Roomway. Had a bit of that vibe, didn't it? Like a little obstacle course.
But yeah, this object here like animates and it kind of breathes and grows and moves and it's pretty cool.
Nice. I think I'm almost loaded in.
For those of you that are on Twitch stream that have kind of gotten separated from the group, the link to where we are now is in the Twitch stream.
Okay, here we go. I see a Doge in the background. I put my load radius down to 1. That might help me a little bit. Okay.
If anybody needs me to come out and bring them in, I can show them where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, I would like that. Is it the building that says, oh, I see you now.
Yep, follow me. Follow me,
Okay.
everybody.
Alright. John Hammond.
You'll see me?
Yep, I see you now.
Okay.
I'll kind of stand here and let people find you.
Where are we going?
So it's inside this building here. This object in the middle. Come on in, everyone.
Ah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
I've
back
seen-
to the front,
I
see if
know
there's
this.
anybody else.
Oh. Yeah. I
Follow me
saw
over
this.
to the front.
Where did you find out about this? I've seen this before.
So this is the museum
District, yeah.
area,
I've been here a few
and
times.
it's been around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
There's
been
been
around
events
for a
here and
while.
stuff, like art events and exhibitions. There was like
Did-
a peppy art exhibition and stuff here once in the galleries.
Were you just walking around, CK, and you found this? I think I've seen this before. I don't think I've been here before, though.
Yeah, when I first joined DCL and was just running around and exploring more, I did find it, and then UMAC reminded me of the chords recently. I had forgotten about it until they sent me the chords again. So
This is on my spreadsheet. I've been here a few times.
But my computer
Remember,
is able to handle.
yeah. Remember seeing events come up for Museum District in the past. I checked them out. One of them was I think it was called Rare Pepe, maybe I'm thinking of something else. It was like a Pepe thing, and they were like tarot cards, but with Pepe artwork. It was quite funny. And they had animations on them. Yeah, it's cool. I have seen people post photos with that thing there. Might have been UMAC I saw once. Oh. I think someone's making sounds. Nice.
I see that Zeta joined us. Hey, Zeta.
Trying to get a good snap here. Whoop. No. Everyone's getting engulfed by this thing.
Yeah, it's hard to time it so that you can get the people
There you go.
and get the blob too.
Get a few more snaps.
Is there anything else in this build, CK, that we should check out?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of cool buildings and stuff to see in the buildings. I know that,
Oh, that's cool.
what is it? Hyundai did a car activation here, which you'll see up front. I don't think the POAP works anymore. And then if you go, I don't know if it's still here, but back right there used to be this huge tree art installation that was like a replica, I think, of like an, oh, and I crashed going back there. But it was like a tree that looks like a real art piece, I believe, but like obviously done in a very Decentraland way. And I remember finding all of this like really early on to my timing here,
Yeah.
not so much in DCL's timing. And so I would just kind of randomly come here and run around and explore and try and climb on shit.
Yeah. There's lots of these little buildings that are like little art featured, like artists, little art galleries. And it changes up every so often. I think there's a thing over here too, somewhere.
Yeah, to what UMax says, like you used to be able to climb to the top, and you could you could climb on animal statues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Climbing up the tree.
Doge.
Trying to anyway.
Lots of Doges. Doge.
Oh fuck! Just fell.
Doge gallery.
Is it the tree you were talking about, CK? Is it the one with the string tied to the tree that's floating?
It's like, yes, you're
Can you
climbing
see
it.
me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
No, it's not your traditional tree because it's really just like rocks along a branch.
Yeah.
But I know that they like referred to it as a tree.
Right.
Okay.
This was like one of the first things I think I ever parkoured. And I was so proud of myself, and I just like would sit up here, just look down at the world.
There's some pretty funny Doge artwork in here. And there's a Peppy, just by random Peppy one up there.
I got a picture of you and I, CK, where we're just kind of stuck in the tree here.
Yeah, I'm like trying to figure out how to go up higher because I feel like there's a way, but
sometimes there's been, I think around here, there's like these little characters dancing, and there's like an old gramophone, and the little man's like DJing on the gramophone. It's quite funny.
there's a giant.
I don't think it's there.
Is this a giant clone head here and a giant Star Trek
Oh,
logo?
where's that? Where are
Come
you?
out of the
Oh,
tree.
okay. I'm
Can you
coming.
see-
Crazy stuff up there. Where are you at?
Oh, I see now.
675.
Monday.
Now that's some AutoCAD goodness right there.
Oh, look, there's Crypto Novo spot.
Yeah, this thing's cool. This tree thing. Aaron Nuck Taylor. I don't know if this is the thing you're talking about, but anyway, there's something here which I've seen before.
That tree is what we were first talking about, and then we walked over to the right,
Right,
and there's like
sure,
a...
sure. And you can jump up on that tree thing.
Yeah, you can climb it almost all the way to the top.
Yeah.
I don't see Crypto Novo's place, CK. Are you running towards it?
No. Follow me now. You see
I know
me?
where you're
Okay.
at.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see
Yeah,
it now.
all the way over there.
Novoverse.
Oh, I see. Zeta's got his rare wearables museum over here.
Maybe this, you think this is the place that he took, oh gosh, who was one of our first guests? Was it Michael K?
Yeah. He was
Thank
one
you.
of
You
the
can
earlier
go in the
ones.
head. Did y'all know that? I've never
No.
been here.
How did you, I'm climbing on the head.
Trying to
How did
figure
you
Go
out
get,
where
to the
you're at.
base of it where the blue walls are. The walls
yeah?
are like a pathway into it. So go between the blue walls.
What coordinates are you two at?
We are at 2575.
2575. Probably gonna get moving soon because I wanted to squeeze in one last thing before we finish up. 2575.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, and you go up in it? Oh. Okay, cool.
5.
Okay, really cool. Oh my gosh.
There.
That was one of the best elevator rides I've ever had in DCL. It just got me. No, I'm serious. It brought you up so fast, but it wasn't like teleport. Oh, that was so nice. You could really see Crypto Novo's place quite well. Okay, sorry, Billy. I'm done.
That's not the museum district. It's technically not on the land anymore. But anyway, let's check it out. Let's jump up there.
Did you enter the coordinates, Billy?
No, I walked over.
Okay.
There you go. Crazy.
So, where are you headed?
All right. Just gonna get one more last snap before we go.
Okay.
But we're gonna go to the Tranquility Spa.
Aha.
I'm gonna pop that in the thing there, so people can start heading over if they want to.
Aha, let's go to the spa.
Just oops. Damn it. Trying to get some snaps. Oh yeah, I see Crypto Novo's thing over there.
Giving Tree is still trying to load to the Tomb Chaser.
Mm-hmm.
I walked further into the museum area because I don't think the cords were reaching everybody from the
Yeah,
corner there.
thanks for that. Okay, so I'm gonna head there. Put my scene load raised down so I don't crash. And got another Clone X thing we're going to. So, Super Nina has something here. 3D forest dancers find calm sound baths. Super Nina and Rustan featuring Luciana and Isa. Thanks, Mac, for that. Super Nina's already in here, and Isa already doing the yoga. I might switch on the sound. I think I've got it turned off here. It's turned down.
Is the Tranquility Spa still token gated? So you need that roost on 1 mana wearable to get in?
I think so.
Okay.
100% sure. Now, I can't hear any sound. Here we go. So I got these sound bath audio playing. Thanks for that, Manna, for the link there.
Today we're going to be practicing conscious connected breathing. We'll be inhaling in and out from the mouth, creating one continuous breath. It'll sound something a little bit like this. And we'll be moving with the pace of the music and allowing your body and mind to transcend with the breath. Get yourself comfy, choose to sit or lie down, close the eyes. Remember, you can keep your own pace and slow down if you need to, but otherwise we'll be moving with the music. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and...
Are we listening to music?
Yeah, there's the sound at Tranquility Spa.
I don't hear anything.
There is sound here.
Breathe with the music.
Nina says it's not gated at the moment.
Feel your body. Let your breath take you into deeper places within your body and mind. Feeling the music with the breath. Deep breath in, holding for 1, 2, 3, and exhale it out slowly for 1, 2, 3, and we're returning back with the music in 3, 2, 1, go. Keep going. Feeling the connection between your body and your breath. Letting your breath transport you deeper and deeper. Feel the sensations. Continuing with this breath for another 2 minutes or so before we do our next holds. Follow the music. Closing for 1, 2, 3. Exhale slowly for 1, 2, 3, and coming back with the music in 3, 2, 1, go. Final stretch, almost there. Keep following the breath, following the music. And winding ourselves down, returning to normal breath. Inhales in through the nose and out from the mouth. Slowly reconnecting to the body. Noticing all the emotions and all the sensations that are present. Breathing deep, breathing slow. Feeling gratitude for the breath and gratitude for the body. And whenever you're ready, coming back to the space, wiggling your fingers and toes, and opening your eyes.
CK just squashing into a butt on the floor at the end. Nice.
Hi everyone, my name is Luciana, and today our practice will be guided for emotional release. I'll be guiding you through some breath work and playing sound and adding my voice to assist you in really releasing whatever is being held in the physical body or the emotional body. So any of those emotions that are brought up right now to the surface, we're going to help them release from the body so you can feel lighter, breathe again, and shift the energy. So the breath work that we're going to be doing today is a simple breathing technique called conscious connected breathing. You'll just be breathing in and out from your mouth slowly in a rhythmic pattern. So as your breath empties, you breathe in again. It's going to sound like this. I'm going to accentuate the breathing just so you can understand what's happening. So I'm going to inhale through the mouth, exhale. So I'm creating one continuous breath. I'm not pausing in between. And it's normal for your throat to get a little dry, so if you need to close your mouth or swallow, it's totally fine. You're just gonna breathe like that, in and out from the mouth, filling up the lower belly as you breathe in and emptying it out as you breathe out. It's also normal as you do this to get a bit lightheaded, so if you're feeling like tingly or lightheaded as you're breathing, just slow your pace down, find your own pace, and breathe with the sound, okay? So I recommend you do this practice laying down, so wherever you are, lie down. If you want to do this seated, you can also do this sitting up. Just make sure you're comfortable and your back is supported. All right. Naturally breathing here at first. We're just gonna slowly tune in with sound.
that. Need to go take care of some stuff.
Oh, good. So, I'm just putting in names for people for the giveaway on this thing. I really can't think of a question. Make sure you're typing in chat if you don't see your name up on here yet. I saw CC earlier. Melody. Who else? Frank. Everyone type in chat if you don't see your name up. DCL.
69 dudes.
Zenos. Formosa. You're there. Who else wants to enter the giveaway?
Slowly bring the pace of your breathing back down to a normal breath.
I like how Rustan says, I don't think I should be included in the giveaway.
Take a few
Rustan has won a lot of the
Oh yeah, actually he's kind of part of this event, isn't he? So
and out from the mouth.
probably already have this thing.
What's the prize? I missed that.
I believe the prize is we're giving away one of Nina's emotes.
Breathing.
Oh,
Courtesy of-
nice.
Courtesy of Nina Juice.
Move the body gently now. As you
And Nina
come
says
back
neither should I.
Yeah, I
definitely
assumed
not
that.
you,
Nina,
Nina.
yeah.
to the body.
Does anyone else want to
And
enter?
the present moment.
Isa.
We're doing
I
a
haven't,
wheel this
I haven't
time.
put your name in yet, Isa.
Allow
I knew you got one of
yourself
those.
to
Yeah, try
release
something different. I couldn't think of a
and
question, so I'm
be
just like,
exactly as
I
you
need
need to be
some
right
sort of
now.
name draw thing.
Giving yourself
My cat's making
permission
noise out there.
to cry if you need to cry, to laugh if you need to laugh.
Official
Whatever's
crypto
coming
cue.
up, allow it just to flow out.
Just gonna type in.
Hey, congratulations. Oh no, he didn't win.
No,
He's
I'm
just
putting his
joined.
name in.
Sorry.
David, you want to?
Okay.
I'll put your name in there. Sorry, that's not right. That's not right. My cat's just making
Knowing that
noise.
you are supported, you are safe, and you are unconditionally loved. From here, send your awareness down to your feet and imagine beautiful roots growing from your feet down into the earth now. Grounding yourself here in this body, connecting yourself here on this earth. Feeling the exchange of energy between you and the earth as she nurtures you and supports you through this release right now. Remembering your divinity.
You talking about me, Formosa, or the cat?
Taking a nice deep inhale in through the nose, breathe in. And let it all out from the mouth.
Who
One
else?
more time, inhale.
Can I just say how precious this
And
is? Watching
exhale.
Billy cradle his little kitty cat.
Good.
It's very
Finding
sweet.
that natural breathing rhythm as you slowly come back to the space. And wiggle your
Sometimes,
fingers
man,
and
you
your
just need to
toes.
close out the world and just pet your cat.
Sure.
Giving yourself a nice full body
Sometimes the
stretch,
cat
maybe
doesn't like
reaching
it.
the arms up over your head.
But it doesn't matter what a cat's for anyway. What's the point of feeding them if you're not going to
Placing
give
your
them hugs?
hands on your heart, both hands on the heart.
He wants to get down.
Just connecting to your heartbeat, thanking your heart, thanking the sound,
You can sit on my lap.
thanking your breath,
Yes, George.
thanking yourself.
George the cat.
May you continue to be supported on this journey of
Right.
releasing and accessing deeper parts of yourself. May all beings be blessed.
Let's
May all be
roll.
loved, and may all be at peace. I thank you. From my heart to yours, I love you. My name is Luciana, and I thank you for
Click to
practicing
spin.
with me today. See you again soon.
We're spinning. Jim, you won.
Congratulations, Jim.
So, drop your wallet in the chat or DM it to us. And Super Nina is going to send you the prize. Did you get that, Nina? I'll turn this down a bit. All right. Yeah. Oh, you sent it to me. Okay. So yeah, Jim, I'll sort you out with that. And I think we should get raiding with. Thanks, Jim. I'll copy that down before we finish up. I think we should go raid Sinful. I assume he's started already by now. Just gonna write this down. Giveaway. Jim. All right. One last look at everyone. And before we do the actual stream raid, I'd like to do a little DCL raid. So gonna go to minus 103, minus 97. Go raid Dollhouse. Yeah, thanks Nina for telling us about that little collab event you did there at Ristans. That's awesome.
Yeah, love everything that y'all do. Every single person involved.
Yeah. So thanks everyone for joining us on ABCD. What am I saying? ABC DCL Adventures. And yeah, our little crew is Oddjob, myself, Billy, and CK. Any closing comments, team?
Just thank you for joining us each week. We love to adventure together and hope to see you next week.
Yeah, the only thing that I would add to that is if you have any exciting new places, please let us know about them because as Kevin was talking about earlier, it's just we have to do this together, and there's no way we can see all of Decentraland all on our own. So we rely on you, our audience, our friends, to tell us about them.
Yeah, and did you have a Pope this week, Audra?
No, I still
Okay.
have the Pope from last week. All I gave out was 3 popes,
Oh,
and
right.
nobody else asked for them. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
if anybody wants one, they can come ask me.
Yeah, DM
They
Oddjob.
expire in another week. Yeah, so probably not gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, I'm gonna hit the raid command. Synthal meat sticks. So that is counting down now. I think that's any moment now. Okay. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. See you
Good
next
night.
time. See you next week. Oh, and one last thing. If you have earned raffle points, be sure to log into my stream store. That link there takes you to the store. Log in with your Twitch account, and you can claim some wearables or Waifumon NFTs. All right, take care, everyone. Peace and chicken grease. See you next time. Same bad time, same bad channel. All right. Bye-bye. Raid has begun. There we go. All right, I can stop that.